welcome back to another diary entry as part of this diary entry series, except today's one is a little bit more of a special one. And by special, I mean it probably has the most nerves packed in out of all of these. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who may be like international viewers, which is awesome, hi, hello, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Tomorrow is A-level results day, or today because I'm filming this past midnight. So hi, good luck everyone. If you're watching this over breakfast or something, hopefully you get the grade you want. Hopefully you've checked that UCAS track. Hopefully you've checked the UCAS track and it's successful, and if not, don't worry, you're gonna get there in the end. There's a path for you whichever direction it goes, and as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. But tomorrow is A-level results day, and man, it's been a wild ride. Like, oh my gosh, we've had, what is it, 6 months cut off school. So it started in March. So March 20th it started. So April, May, June, and then we finish in July. Oh, so it's been 4 months. Oh damn, my maths is terrible. But yeah, it's been crazy. This year has definitely been a wild one. 2020 is just not it. But how are you all doing? How are you all feeling? Honestly, I'm feeling quite nervous, but more than anything, I'm quite sad. Like, because if you think about it, I thought about it a lot. Tomorrow is the last day ever that I'm going to be walking to school, like, as a student. Obviously I want to try and visit and stuff when I'm older, which they allow you to do. At least in my school they do. All the like old students and stuff can come back and visit and just check in, and it's crazy. Tomorrow officially marks like the end of the 7 years I had at my school, and like I don't know how to feel, I don't know how to act, I don't know what to do with myself. It's super sad because not only was the year cut short, so we didn't have time to like mentally prepare to say goodbye early, and like just I don't know, just like say a proper goodbye to our friends, because let's be real, like beyond tomorrow, no one, like as in like people who aren't your close friends and stuff, no one's gonna stay in touch. It's never gonna be the same like classroom feel, and that's just sad because like I don't know, I know loads of people hate school, completely don't like their institution, or like they don't get on with the teachers. I'm fortunate enough to say that I had a great like 7-year experience. Honestly, I'd say I had the most fun. I'd say I had the most fun in my GCSEs and A-levels compared to like year 7 to year 9. And I know that's a bold statement. Everyone's like, oh, year 7 was the best year. Yes, year 7 was an amazing year. We didn't have to really like give a about anything. We were just messing around and walking around in blazers that were 10 times too big for us. Well, at least I was. I had the same blazer from year 7 up to year 11 because that's how big it was. But honestly, like I couldn't care less because I still have that blazer in my box now, and it's like this blazer got me through 7 years, or 6.5, because this year was an abomination. But yeah, I also have my tie, and I think that's it. Yeah, I have my blazer and my tie because they both have my school logo on it, and they have the old school logo on it because my school changed its logo, and the new logo is absolute trash. I don't know why they changed it. Like, that's the one thing I don't like about my school. They have an ugly logo now, and also like part of the name is changed, and I don't like it. Like, it sounded so much better and the logo looked so much better when we joined in 2013. I think it was September 2012, but like our logins and stuff say 2013, so something like that. It's been crazy. I'm sad because like I walk to school every morning with my best friend. We've been walking to school for 3 years now. together, because before that, we were best friends before that. We've been best friends for 8, 9, 10, 12. We've been friends for 5.5 years, 6 years. Wow, that's crazy. But we've only been walking to school for 3 years, because before that I wasn't living anywhere near here. I was living on the other side of my school. I'm still relatively close to it, but I was living on the other side. I was walking with my other best friend at the time, because, you know, like, friends change and people come and grow closer to you than others, and others drift apart, but we're still great friends. We went out the other day to central London, and it was really fun. But yeah, tomorrow it's crazy. It's gonna be the last day walking to school. That's so sad. I don't want to leave. Like, I genuinely didn't have a bad experience with my school. Obviously there were various downs, but like there were more ups than downs, and all of the downs were like about one main reason and like one main part of school. But that's nothing like generalized about the school. That was just, for me personally, that was like something that was my fault, and I suffered the wrath of it. But it was a good experience. Like, I have good relationships with my friends and my teachers, and my overall classroom experience, like, I don't find it terrible. Like, I actually like being in the classroom compared to like the lecture halls and stuff. Like, from taster lessons, I mean from taster lectures, I hate it. Classrooms are so much better, and also you don't get the same classroom banter in a giant lecture hall full of random strangers you barely even know, and you barely will even know, because, like, realistically speaking, when you go into a lecture, you're probably going to make about 4 friends from that specific lecture. If it's a regular lecture, you're going to make about 4 friends out of the 100s or 150 that are there. Or I think it's going to be 50 students, socially distanced and stuff, this September. I'm not sure, but it's just not going to be the same, is it? And like with every single teacher, we all had our jokes and stuff. We all had our like fun times, and like times where we didn't have to be so serious. We could just mess around. But my last day of school was good. I remember it like my actual like last day, because everyone was predicting that this would happen, that we weren't gonna return to school until results day. But it was fun. We kind of just had like so the first lesson of that day was terrible. It was just like, wait, no, was it the first lesson? The second lesson of that day, sorry. The second lesson of that day, which was bio. Was it bio? No, sorry, that was the day before. This was the first lesson. Okay, the first lesson of that day, which was bio, was terrible. Like, it was completely horrible. But that lesson was terrible. We were marking and like making corrections to test papers, mock test papers. Looking back on it now, those mock test papers were basically my A-level papers, because how it's been graded. But like, still, like, it's your last day, and everyone knew it was going to be the last day too, because everyone had the same predictions, and we were just like, this is our last day of school, going through test papers. You know, what happened to all of the fun like Kahoot trivia, like about your 7 years experience or 2 years experience? Or what happened to like movie day on the last day, or like making cards and stuff for everyone, and just like having fun on our phones and stuff? Because we had that the day before, and on this day actually, because the day before we had like a really cool bio lesson. We were just on our phones talking to everyone, doing whatever we liked, and like FaceTiming other students who weren't there because they quarantined themselves. Pretty much, they didn't want to come into school, so they put themselves into quarantine. But yeah, we're just on our phone FaceTiming everyone and just making videos and taking pictures, and like, that's how a last day of school, last day like ever of school, not even last day of like, oh, it's like year 7 moving to year 8 or year 9 moving to year 10, like, not those last days, last day ever of school. That's how it should be. And that's how it was for the first psychology lesson we had, because on Friday I had double psychology. So that's how it was in psychology as well. We're kind of on our phones, we were FaceTiming each other who weren't there, and I FaceTimed one of my friends and gave the phone to our psych teacher, and they were like talking to each other as well. So that, like, stuff like that, that's how it should be for like a last day of school. But yeah, if we were just marking a bio test paper, like what? That's why. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that was enough to put me off not doing biomed. I'm just kidding. I just didn't choose biomed because I really don't like it. I really don't like it. But my psych lesson, the second psych lesson of that day, which is what I had last period. So that was my last ever lesson, and I'm glad it was because it was so fun. So we had like a quiz. There was only about 6 of us or 5 of us by the end of the day, and then there was like I think 5 or 6 year 12s who were mixed with us as well. So it was a psychology quiz, year 12s versus year 13, but it was only AS content, so it was still fair game, because obviously we can't test them on content they don't know. So we were having a quiz, and then pretty much throughout the past 2 years in A levels, I never really talk willingly. Like, unless I'm picked on to answer a question, I don't speak. Obviously, I talk to my friends and stuff, but we're not on the same table. So even when it's like group discussion and stuff, I talk, but like I only like say a few words, or like I speak quietly and stuff, because social anxiety. But this day, like, I don't know what happened. I think I was just like, you know what, it's the last day, I'm not gonna see any of you lot again, and I'm just gonna, break my boundaries, make the most of a bad situation, and just have fun with it. And bearing in mind, none of my friends were in that day because they all bailed. So it's like, oh, I'm by myself as well. So like, no one's even gonna see me. It doesn't matter. And this teacher specifically was always trying to get me out of my comfort zone too. Like, always picking on me every lesson, not in a bad way. Like, always picking me to answer questions every lesson. I don't think there was ever a lesson where I didn't get picked on. And honestly, it helped. It helped me talk more and come out of my comfort zones and not be afraid to voice my opinions or get an answer wrong, and it really did help. But like, the teacher had to make me talk. I would never talk willingly. So then when this quiz came around, oh my gosh, when this quiz came around, it was a buzzer quiz, and every time she brought out the buzzers, we knew like this was going to be a good day, because she only brought out the buzzers like once a year for a quiz, or for a quiz, or for like some kind of game or something. And then as soon as she brought it out, we put the buzzer right in the middle of the table, and I didn't answer the first few questions. I was kind of like the shadow man, I don't know, the background script or the background spokesperson of it. Like, I'd say the answers, but I'd make someone else say it instead. But there's like some questions in there where I was just like, I'd hammer the buzzer, like as soon as she'd ask it, like before finishing the question, I'd be like hit the buzzer, and then I'd answer the question super fast, and then she'd just be like, what just happened? Because I never speak. Also, before the quiz, it was really funny. So if you guys don't know like psychology terms or anything like that, you won't understand this, or even sociology terms, because I think this relates to sociology, because I remember some parts from my GCSE. So my psychology teacher is also a head of year of the year 12s. So we always like joke around saying like the year 12s are her favorite, there's favoritism, stuff like that, blah blah blah, because we're always in competition with them and they're always in competition with us. So it's really funny. But it was the year 12s versus us, and then I said something, and I didn't even know why I said this, or why I was going to say this, or why I even thought of it, because like, I would never say this, even if she picked on me. Like, I would never say this, and I would never outwardly speak or make a joke or anything like that. Like, you asked me a question, I'd say the answer, that was that. But this day, I don't know what happened. It was like, okay, we're gonna do a quiz. I'm gonna be asking the questions, and I'll decide who buzzed in first. Because obviously, if someone knows the answer, we're all gonna buzz in at the same time. So so I was like, oh miss, that's not very objective, is it? Um, you obviously have interviewer bias or something. No, did I say interviewer bias? I haven't done psychology in 4 months, so I can't even think. Um, I think I said interviewer bias, something like that. I said you have interviewer bias. This is objective. And I also said, oh, surely there needs to be test retest, which is like you go through one trial. Oh wait, did I say test retest? No. What was the one with the two interviewers? I forgot what it was. Research methods. Come on. I don't know what it was. It was the one where it's like I think it was test retest. I'm not sure. Test retest is pretty much you do a trial of like an experiment or a social experiment, whatever, and to ensure or to increase the validity of it, and like to increase the validity of it, and to also sorry, trigger psychology trigger there. It triggered the memory. I said miss, you haven't got very good iterator reliability. And then she was like, I'm very objective, I'd like to have you know, or something like that, or I'm very objective, thank you very much. And that was really funny. And then it was just banter the rest of the lesson between us and the year 12s, because we were all trying to like be the best and stuff. But yeah, I said that. And then there was one question, I remember it very distinctly. The question was, what is a Freudian slip? And a Freudian slip, for you guys who don't know, is a paraplex. So it's like, for example, the phrase is a slip of the mind. That's the common phrase for it, which is a Freudian paraplex or Freudian slip. Wait, did I say slip of the mind? I mean slip of the tongue. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But yeah, no one like knew the answer to that on our team and on the year 12's team. That no one knew the answer. And then I like, as soon as I heard what is a Freudian, I just I just hammered the buzzer. I was like, a Freudian slip is a paraplex, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like word for word from the textbook, because that's just how I revise for every single subject. I memorize the textbook word for word, and I know it's not good because you're supposed to condense information, but I condense it from the textbook, so it's still textbook words, but it's like condensed. And then she was just like, oh my gosh, bang on. and then the year 12s were just like, what? It was really funny. But yeah, that was my moment to shine, I guess you could say, because I didn't get to do that for A levels, because pretty much through all the mocks and everything, I just wasn't trying as hard as I could have, obviously. I did try throughout my mocks. I was making notes and stuff. I just took it as a time to like go through past exam papers and like make amends to gaps in my knowledge, which is what I usually do with my mocks. But I didn't exactly try as hard as I should have. Looking back on it now, you know, hindsight is 2020. 2020 trigger, bad year. Hindsight is 2020, and I realised I should have tried harder in the mocks, because now they're my actual A levels. Try harder in your mocks, kids, because you never know when they're going to be used as your real grades. Yeah. But yeah, what was I saying? I still can't believe, like, no more school. And I'm not saying it in a happy way, like, oh, no more school, yay. Like, no more school, oh my gosh, I feel like an adult, and I don't like that. It's sad, man. I don't want to say goodbye to everyone. I don't want to say goodbye to the teachers. I don't want to say goodbye to, like, the actual building. Like, I love the way our school looks, because it's a newly built building. It looks beautiful, and it just looks crisp and clean, and yeah, I'm just sad. I'm sad. I'm very sad. But I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up. For tomorrow, I am going to be recording my live reaction to my results. I'm also going to vlog it from morning to after the results. So from the moment I get out of bed, I'm going to start recording my thoughts. I'm not going to open UCAS until after I have my results, just because, I don't know, I want it to be a genuine reaction to myself and to the camera. And I just don't want, like, these results at the end of the day are still something we worked for, even though it wasn't something that we like properly worked for through exams throughout these last 1.5 years, 2 years. We have been putting in the work to make our notes and to work and memorize the information and just put ourselves in the positions we are now with the knowledge we have, and our teachers do know that. And at the end of the day, it was our own efforts that are going to shape tomorrow's results, because we should have tried harder in the mocks. I know no one tries in the mocks, but we should have. That's our own faults. But at the end of the day, our teachers have our best interests at heart, and I know that whatever happens. But sorry, I went on a tangent there. But I just don't want my UCAS response from the uni, whether it be good or bad, to kind of mask my reaction to my results. Like, if it's a bad UCAS response, like a retraction of both of my offers, then I don't want that to compromise my grades, like my own reaction to my grades, because for all I know, I could have missed by 1 grade and they could still be good grades, but obviously I'd have the mentality that, like, oh, these grades didn't get me into uni, so they're crap grades. I don't want that to happen with a bad UCAS or a good UCAS response, because I don't want it to be like a good response too, and then I see my grades and I think so highly of them when in reality they might be average grades. But yeah, so I'm just not going to look at UCAS until after I look at my grades. And so it's a double live reaction. You see my reaction to my UCAS response and you see my reaction to my results. But I'm gonna vlog it from start to finish. I actually have my outfit planned out, so here it is. I know it's like completely out there for me. If you guys have come from Snapchat or anything, like if you guys go to my school and you're watching this, you guys know that this is very different to what I usually wear. So this is what I'm going to be wearing tomorrow. So it's just the paint splatter top. I really like it, and I just figured, I never really wore colour all that much other than a few striped tops in school, so I brought out all the colour, because I'm always either in all black or, I don't know, something that doesn't look nice. So I got that. I'm also going to be wearing these skater shorts from a couple diary vlogs ago, and just my micro bag, because we do have to take our phone and chargers in case we don't get into the uni we want, and then we have to go through the whole clearing process and stuff, which the school helps us with on our phone. So we do need to bring like phone, charger, power bank, whatever. And oh, the jewelry, I forgot about that. I'm not too sure about the jewelry just yet. I know I want to wear this chain, this choker, sorry. This is from Gifts from the Crypt on Depop, and you can use the code YEAR2020 for 10% off your purchase. I don't know, I just really like this, and this isn't sponsored or anything. I bought this by myself, and then I got back to the brand after, but I didn't buy that with the code, or they didn't send it out to me or anything. I bought it and then I decided to work with them because they're a really cool brand. So I'm gonna wear that, and I'm going to wear this barbed wire bracelet, and then, so if you know me, you know I love my rings, so I'm gonna be wearing a few tomorrow. It's just some regular old rings. There's a hammerhead shark here. But if you know me, I always wear a few rings, so just got some silver, black and gold ones here. And then I'm still debating on my earrings, because pretty much I don't know if I want to wear this, but the problem is if I wear this with my gauges, I'd have to wear silicone gauges. So these are my current gauges. I don't know if you can see it because the camera's flipped, but I thought I'd wear these blue ones because they match my shirt quite well, but this matches the choker really well. But I don't want to wear silicone gauges because my silicone gauges, I wore those quite a lot in school, and also, like, I don't know, I don't prefer the way it looks with a silicone gauge and then my earring dragging down, because this is a pretty heavy earring. It has some weight to it, but I don't know if I'm gonna wear that dagger earring or if I'm gonna stick with these gauges. We'll see tomorrow. I'll see how I'm feeling, but yeah. And then I'm just gonna pair that with some Vans and some white socks, but and a blue cap because it's gonna be sunny. But that's about it for my outfits. I've never worn shorts outside until this summer. Like I really like hated wearing shorts outside because of my legs. But tomorrow is all about breaking comfort zones. It's about making the best of a bad situation and just going through and making this last day count. And that's why I kind of chose those clothes, because it's like the end and the start of a new era. Mood tracker for today. Today I've just been at home. I also went out to get food and stuff, but that's about it. So I'm just gonna base this mood tracker off of where I am and what I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna say I'm feeling you see, I don't know how to judge these emotions, because do I judge it on the intensity of them, or do I judge it on like the feeling of them, like sad to happy? I know my scale is sad to happy, but I feel like this is such a mixed emotion. It needs to be judged on intensity. So the emotions I'm feeling right now are sadness, nervousness, but also somewhat relief, because I'm not relieved that I don't know what I'm going to get, not relieved that like I don't know what's going to happen, but relieved in the sense that we're finally getting our results after sitting around for 4 months. We're finally getting results. Yeah, but I'm going to judge it on intensity of all of those emotions put together. I'd say I'm about a 4 out of 5 in intensity, so pretty intense with those emotions, but not happiness. But yeah, no, eat, edit this, and go to sleep, because I'm going at 10 a.m. tomorrow, or today. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great morning, evening, or night, and good luck tomorrow if it is your A-level results day along with mine. We got this. Whatever happens, happens. And if we get in successfully, good on us. We got through this pandemic. And if we don't get in, it's alright. We'll get through it either way. And there's always a path out there for you. It doesn't matter what direction you go or however long the route is. It's your path, and you gotta own it. And you know, you just gotta make your way whatever way it takes in life. Whatever way it takes you. Sorry. I'm completely out of it, as you can see. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great morning, evening, or night, and good luck to everyone. Good night.